Hi everyone. Today I'd like to talk about trusting and letting go, finding the flow. So many of you have already done a lot of manifestations, visualizations, and working with the law of attraction, just like me. I have noticed though that for me personally and for a lot of people I talk to, we get really frustrated when we feel like it doesn't work. And here's the thing. It is a divine law. The law of attraction definitely does work. I don't love how it's portrayed as being so easy in the mainstream personal development world because it's really not always easy. But we are putting it into practice all the time. We often do it in very little ways, visualizing a parking space, visualizing something we want to go well. I do this with flights, having a speedy, quick, safe flight. I haven't had a delay in any plane I've taken for years because I do that. So anyway, but what happens is that we often, with the big things we're trying to visualize, we have some limiting beliefs around them, around our ability to receive money or deserving abundance, around our self-worth, around are we enough, all these things that often get created from childhood, maybe unintentionally by an authority figure like a parent, sometimes from past lives. So working on our limiting beliefs is really, really, really important. However, there's another piece that I have that I want to talk about that I've been putting into practice in my own life quite a bit. And that is when you put out the vibration, when you put out the visualization, do a vision wall, do affirmations, put it out there, your manifestation. There is an element in this law of resonance, I like to call the law of attraction, that is about waiting for the vibration to come to you. So sometimes I've experienced this in my own life too. We've put out the intention and we're just trying really hard to make it happen. We're taking action, which is really important, pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone. But then sometimes it doesn't seem to be working. It's stuck. We get frustrated. Why isn't it working? Well, let's notice our limiting beliefs, our negative self-defeating thoughts, work on those. But then noticing that, looking around in the universe, things want flow. Nature abhors a vacuum, and things like to find flow. There's flow, there's resonance. So find the flow. Put out the vibration like you're putting an order in a restaurant and trust that your order has been received. It takes time sometimes, especially for the big things, to unfold. And then there's that waiting period in the middle. As Abraham Hicks talks about so beautifully, there's a waiting period, and that period, if we don't see our manifestation happening quick enough, we can get very frustrated and feel like it's not working, we're not doing it right, there's something wrong with us. All these thoughts come up, and guess what? Then we start to block our own vibration. It's a paradox. So it takes a lot of patience and trust, talking to higher guidance, to help us in that waiting period after you put out the vibration, put out the manifestation, and then you're trusting that your order has been received, that the staff, the chefs, the cooks are working on it. And you wouldn't, in a restaurant, go up and be like, where's my order? Did you get my lunch order? Like, when's it coming? When's it coming? Every time they walk by. No, you just wait, you have a conversation with the person you're eating with, you know that it's coming. You're trusting that it's coming. So how can we learn to do that in our own lives, in everything, just finding the flow? The other piece here is when you notice that you are trying, you're taking action on your manifestation, on your goal, and something's still stuck. It's just like not working, there's not a lot of people interested in it, there doesn't seem to be flow. Well, sometimes what people do is we're like, oh, I must be doing something wrong, so I guess I should just try a little harder, or I'm not, we start to beat ourselves up. But what if it's actually the approach that we're taking needs to be tweaked a little bit? The definition of insanity, right, is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So what about tweaking the approach, tweaking what we're doing? What are some subconscious beliefs that we might be holding? And knowing too that things change with time. What may have been true a year ago can be true for you now because you've grown in your soul evolution. You've learned a lesson that you were meant to learn maybe a year ago. And so now you're working on a different lesson. You're working on some new part of your soul growth. So if it's not working, if it feels stuck, ask your guides, ask your spirit guides, ask your angels, ask anything you talk to for higher guidance. God, I highly recommend doing this to help show you where the flow is, where is the energy, how can you adjust your approach and try something different to get the results you seek. It is often about experimenting, exploring, trying things out. It's a great phrase, a great few words to use to quiet that ego that really does not like the unknown, that tells you anything it can possibly tell you to keep you from doing that which it's not familiar with. It's trying to keep you in a state of stasis. It doesn't want you to change. So knowing it will come up with lots of reasons why you shouldn't change. So it's a tricky balance. It's kind of a paradox. So take some time. I have a writing tool that I've recently created that could help you with this. Take some time to reflect. What is your manifestation? What have you tried that felt like it was working? Where is there energy? Where is there not energy? What's stuck? And what approach could you take differently this time? What are several steps, like 3 steps you can take to explore, to experiment, and then see how it goes. Hope this has been helpful in some way. Have a wonderful day.